What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here to recap a massive elimination chamber. Fan favorites were eliminated early by a guy the internet does not like. A shocking win in the elimination chamber. We know who was in the crate and more, not to mention Seth freaking Rollins has returned. Brandon Tanguma.
Yep,
A
that's
lot
me.
happened in Chicago.
Yep, and we're here. A lot happened. Not a lot of wrestling happened in Chicago, but we're here to talk about it. 3 hours.
A lot of wrestling happened in
I mean,
Chicago.
there was 4 matches over 3 hours. I think it was about an hour and a half total of in-ring wrestling. Probably
No. How
just
long were
as.
the chamber matches?
All right, let me hold on. Let me break out the handy dandy calculator because your boy can't do math right away. Let's see, 24 plus 15. We'll be nice. We'll round up to 16. Plus 20 plus 25. That equals I was being very generous, even given that extra minute, because it was 85 minutes of professional wrestling in ring action in a 3 hour broadcast. One
Hey,
of the many
man.
reasons people may have not liked the show, which I've been fortunate slash unfortunate to where I've been working, I think like pretty much most pay-per-views recently. So like I always catch it after the fact. So I just fast forward through all the BS. So I don't have to I don't deal with it personally. So like when I watch it, so like, oh, it was fine. I didn't really have an issue with all the commercials and stuff because I don't have to deal with the commercials. But people who watch it live, I have noticed they do complain about, there's matches or there's commercials after every match. There's promotional things during, in between the matches and everything's sponsored and stuff like that. We've gradually seen this increase once we started seeing logos on the mats, and it's just gotten worse and worse. And we're on the brink of WrestleMania, which is the worst it always is. And so we'll see how that plays out.
Wrestling is a what?
It's called the wrestling business, Philip.
Yeah. Businesses have to make money. Like this, guys, this is what's going to be happening. The sooner we accept it, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, this is where we are, man. Let's talk about the card and the wrestling that did happen.
Yep, live in Chicago, proper Chicago, Illinois, because it was in the United Center. The first, maybe I think the first time ever ran by WWE, because I know WCW would run it back in the day, and obviously WWE would always run the Rosemont. But either first time ever or first time in a long, long time since the mid '90s, this building has been run 19,000 something, 19,346 according to Wikipedia. Maybe some of that's a little papered, but good showing crowd, but I would say a very disappointing Chicago crowd. Different buildings, so different acoustics, but I did think this Chicago crowd didn't really live up to its expectations. It wasn't super hot, and maybe that's just because of where the product is at this point. Pricing out the loud fans and bringing in the rich, quiet ones.
Where where was Survivor Series 2013 or 2023? What building was that?
There's no way of knowing.
Yeah, because those fans, I mean, given we were still at a different period of time in WWE only almost 3 years ago. But yeah, where
That
was
would
that
be at the
building?
Rosemont Horizon, the historical Chicago venue for WWE, right next to a Target and Chipotle.
Mate, maybe it should have been at the Rosemont.
But even so, the Rosemont, this one says it was 17,138. So they got two extra thousand people in the building, and probably I promise you, they charge way higher for those tickets in 2026 than they did in 2023.
Oh yeah, no, we know that for a fact. But yeah, yeah, it's Chicago. They're supposed to be rowdy, and it was quiet. It was like watching golf for a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just is a showcase of what WWE is at in the moment. They are like, frankly, like they're not in a good spot. WrestleMania is on the horizon. A lot of the matches haven't really come together. That don't feel epic. We are recording this before Raw, so maybe things come together, and CM Punk and Roman are obviously they're going to do something so that can reignite it. But yeah, it's just I don't know, Philip. I mean, I've been kind of down on WWE for quite some time, but I always feel like, oh, maybe that's just me being a pessimist. I'm being, the AEW guy.
We know what needs to happen. I love. I love CM Punk. You know I love CM Punk. I need Roman Reigns to be the champion again. We need to get back to what we were doing, man. We need to get back to what we were doing. All right. Different members of the Anwai family have tag titles in this game. I need to head to the table to get a championship again, and we need to get back to what we were doing. Damn. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys.
Anyways, this was Elimination Chamber, and we did start off with an Elimination Chamber match, as always, usually. Unfortunately, the women did start the show off with their Elimination Chamber match for the number one contendership for Jade Cargill's WWE Championship. That she was in her box. No one else was in Jade Cargill's box. But what the it was Alexa Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez, and Rhea Ripley. 24 minutes on the dot. It says it
Yes.
went, and this was a showcase of I think two women in particular. Rhea Ripley, obviously the winner, and Raquel Rodriguez. She was dominant at the early portion of the match, putting people, through plexiglass. She was actually like videotaping. I saw her TikTok. She was actually like recording what was going on inside of her pod, and she was like laughing and stuff.
With the glasses, right?
Yeah, or yeah, that must have been what it was. She had the meta glasses on or something. And yeah, Rhea beats Tiffany Stratton to win the match. Um, I thought it was okay. I mean, there was very simple stuff. I mean, I think overall, like, it's very hard for an elimination chamber to be like a quote unquote good match because they're kind of confined. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of people. Like you can tell good stories, which I thought, they told a good story with Raquel. Rhea, obviously, she overcame whatever she did. Like her and Tiffany kind of just had like their own little match for a couple minutes there, and then Rhea won.
Yeah. Kiana James. Who'd she eliminate? Alexa Bliss.
Yes, Kiana James eliminated Alexa Bliss, then Raquel eliminated James and Asuka stacked them and pinned them just like Roman did Daniel Bryan and Edge at WrestleMania. And
Smash them, stack them, pin them, keep them going. Yeah. Then it became a triple threat for a little bit. Raquel got eliminated. Then we go into Rhea throwing or just pushing Tiffy into that pod and then grabbing her for that riptide. She solidified it. Mommy versus that bitch at WrestleMania 42 for the WWE Women's Championship. Um, this is what every WrestleMania match that Rhea Ripley has had. She's competed for a championship. I just saw that stat, and then I think this is like her fourth different title she's competing for. So
I mean, Rhea is, I would say, the biggest women's star they have, and I think over the past 2 years they've dropped the ball with her, not like making her a focal point, like because it should be the Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley show with special appearances from Roman Reigns, because Rhea is just on another level, I think, compared to the other women.
I don't
Uh,
know, man. I feel like Raw was the Rhea show for a long time
but when was that?
when she was the champion.
Last year?
Was she women's champion last year?
I mean, a little bit, I think, but I think because what the SummerSlam match with her and Trish
Well, you
Liv
got to
was
remember, like, did
two
she
years ago.
after? No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about when she was like the SmackDown Women's Champion going into the Women's World Title, like that. That 2023 to like 2025 was the Rhea show.
I'm trying to see if where her like actual reigns were because I feel like it definitely 25. Like she wasn't the focal point she could be. She should have been because she was kind of like more in the tag picture. It was more of
Well, because what
I mean,
2022?
Io did get hot a little bit there, so like I understand why they kind of pushed her to the side.
Yeah, 2022. You develop that relationship with Dom, and then it leads into 2023. She won the Royal Rumble. She had that match with Charlotte at WrestleMania 39, and then from there on, it was the Rhea show.
That being said, this is a very big test for Jade because Rhea, like you said, she's always been in these WrestleMania matches. All of her matches have been good to great. And Jade, we keep knocking her. In ring is not up to standard, especially for how long she's been around.
Who was we? Who was we?
That me and everybody else. Philip can be on his own little island saying Jade is a top tier in ring wrestler.
I didn't say any of that whole way. See, just throwing stuff
All right,
out
so
there.
Philip's out here, waddling in the middle.
I didn't say that either. I didn't say that at all. You just throwing stuff out there, man. Why do you keep doing that?
All right, if 10 is like, Kawada and 1 is Eva Marie, where is Jade Cargill on that scale?
You, she hasn't. I don't
Here
know.
we
She
go,
hasn't
because she
wrestled
hasn't
enough.
wrestled that much in house shows and stuff. Here we go. We're gonna do this whole song and dance again.
Well, I mean, it's not. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, you need the reps on the house shows and stuff. But like, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, when's the last time I really I watched one of her matches? And yeah, like I'd really have to sit down and watch a few matches to really see what the internet is harping about. But yeah, man. I mean, she there are ways to do it to where or I think what did I say like a couple of weeks ago? Like have a big guy coach her, like have like a taker or somebody like coach her and like okay, this is what you can do here. Let's utilize that absolutely. But when it's time to sell and register and things like that, let's do it like this. Like there's a way to do it. I don't, like we don't know what the coaching is going on and all that other stuff. But I mean, Jake Cargo, she's a specimen. And this is going to be two specimen, going at it. Uh, it's a great visual matchup, and I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine.
And it shouldn't be fine. It should be pretty good for a marquee women's title match with Rhea Ripley in there. I don't think it will be. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a catastrophe and going to be a cluster, but this is definitely a big test and kind of to see where Jade is. Because like if Jade is not good, I would assume Rhea's going to win. And then I think after the fact, once this match is over, then that's kind of where you really see where they think what they think of Jade. Because if they continue to kind of put her at that level, then it's like okay, they still see something in her. But if she just kind of falls by the wayside and almost gets treated like the female Braun Strowman, where she just kind of like Braun Strowman at the end of his run, where he just kind of would come in and out and maybe make some sporadic appearances, but
I
wasn't
mean,
really.
Braun had those injuries, and that kind of derailed that too.
Hey, but he's got a show on USA now, so who's laughing now?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I mean, it's two muscle mommies going at it, so we'll have to wait and see. I mean, you have to see what kind of story they're going to try to tell in the ring, how much time they're going to be allotted. Are they going to try to be ambitious? Like, there's a lot that goes into this, so we have to wait and see. But nonetheless, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Can't wait to see that. What happened next?
Staying in the women's division, we go with the IC Championship as Becky Lynch defended against AJ Lee. Jessica Carr was the referee for this, and if you
Crooked
saw
car?
that, the bullshit meter should have been going off the rails, and it kind of did. We didn't. Well, I mean, there was chicanery, and Becky Lynch will probably complain about that, and that'll be a catalyst for the rematch, maybe a Becky Lynch Carr match at WrestleMania. I don't know, but like when you saw that, I think any casual fan would recognize like, okay, something's gonna happen with the referee here, and that's pretty much what happened. Becky went to go cheat with the taking off the corner buckle, ref bump. Becky tapped out at first, then they do a false finish. Becky hits AJ with the chair. Bam, AJ kicks out, but then she gets put back in the Black Widow and taps out. So AJ is your new Intercontinental Champion. It went 15 minutes, 40 seconds. Match was okay. I mean, AJ still maybe a little rusty. I mean, she was never like the world's greatest wrestler either, but
Ah,
this was a little bit of a struggle, to be honest.
I don't want to be that fan that gets upset, but like I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Becky should have won. Love AJ Lee, glad she's back. I thought Becky should have won. I thought they were gonna, find a way to get out of it. Then oh, she gets the big win at WrestleMania, but here we're in Chicago, Uh yeah, no, because Becky's just been on fire, man. Like obviously we have to wait and see like what happens with Raw tonight, what else they're gonna do. Like you said, they could go to Jessica Carr versus Becky Lynch because Carr's been wrestling on Tubi. Yeah.
Under a mask.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
think we both picked Becky to win, but I think it does make sense if they're going to run it back for AJ to win to then make it a reason for this feud to continue. Because I think if AJ were to lose here, even with some chicanery, it would have been a real struggle, I think, to get a lot of juice out of the next, I think, 5 weeks. We're out to WrestleMania at this point.
seven,
Seven?
or no, six now. But yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
sorry.
I didn't know people still did that. All right,
I
uh,
know. I'm still cool, bro.
all
Not
right.
really, not really.
Anyway,
But yeah, AJ wins, and the match was it was there. It was there. Once again, like the crowd was not really hot for it, so I think that also kind of affected it.
yeah, they were like, why are we livening it up? Yeah, because like I wanted to like.
Because you think she'd get like the CM Punk rub and the people be really behind AJ, but that just did not happen.
Sure, but like I'm looking at with Becky, like I thought, like because like Natty had her sights set, like is Natty gonna come kill Becky or is Natty gonna kill AJ for the title? Like, what are we doing? Like these, I need to know where we're going with this mid card because I mean obviously the IC title, like Becky just made it feel so important, man. Like once like Lyra got in the mix with Becky, like okay, we see the elevation. Becky got it, did wonders, lost it to Maxine. Maxine got the rub, felt even more important because of it. Becky took it back, and then we're here with AJ. It's truly, the title doesn't make the man makes the title, and the man made that championship. So we got to see what we're gonna do next. But congratulations to AJ Lee.
Yeah, shout out AJ. Two iconic photos have been taken since that win. AJ put her IC title in the CM Punk's refrigerator, just like he did in 2011. And then CM Punk took a photo, allegedly, of him butterball ass naked, wearing both the IC championship and the World Heavyweight Championship after CM Punk successfully defended his title against Finn Balor. This one went 20 minutes, 25 seconds. And it was perfectly adequate. I think that was kind of the theme of this show. I mean, nothing. I mean, the AJ Becky match wasn't that great, but this one was perfectly fine. I think the heat of this match of everyone, like no one expected CM Punk to lose, so I think that definitely hindered this match. I mean, God bless him. They kind of tried. Punk continues to kind of show his age. I think in this WWE run where he just kind of looks labored. He just kind of like working through some stuff, and he's not doesn't like I don't know. There's just something about Punk right now that he's just not like hitting it like he was a couple years ago in AEW, and now he's a couple years older. There's a real big difference between 44 and 47. So, I mean, the wall hits everyone eventually. It's the wall, brother. Yeah. You didn't think you get a wall reference here in 2026, did you?
No, no, I did not. But look, this was a good match. It was fun. There was that slight hesitation for Finn to like call Dominic and JD, but was like, no, I can do it on my own. I loved the he gets hit with the GTS and rolls out like Punk says, ah man. And then Finn Balor with the sling blade on the outside and then the shotgun drop kick to the outside. A callback to SummerSlam 2016 when he won the Universal title, but only held it for a day because he got hurt. Um the coup de grace into the what you call it? Into the
Sharpshooter, which was a little clunky, but they
I
got there
mean, brother,
eventually.
they can tell the story like these two veterans going at it. They're deep in the match. Oh, can he get it on? Can he get it on? There's a little hesitation, but he got it. I thought that was a creative thing to do. And then all in all, to go to sleep. Yes. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk in Chicago. Michael Jordan entrance and all retains the heavyweight championship of the world. Finn Balor shakes his hand. And then so yeah, man, I can't wait to
They
see.
missed a real big opportunity with CM Punk not having like a shitty mid 90s computer graphic entrance, just like the Chicago Bulls did. But, you know, it can't be perfect. I did like the banners they hung for CM Punk's championship wins.
Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, Punk is moving on to Las Vegas. But tonight he will come face to face, I assume, with the Tribal Chief. After the show, Roman Reigns tweeted, he even kind of commented on Punk's performance, like, oh, he looked tired. And then CM Punk's response on the post show was he can tweet, but he can't show up to Chicago, something to that effect. And then the main event, it was
Whoa,
the
whoa, 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 whoa,
oh
whoa,
no 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 no
whoa,
no
whoa,
no!
hold
How
on,
could
there was a
how could
crate.
how could how could I skip over this? The crate, ladies and gentlemen, people wondered what was in the crate. Was it the gobbledygooker? Was it Chris Jericho? Was it Vince McMahon? No.
It was Danhausen and six bad bitches.
It was Danhausen. Danhausen is in WWE. I heard one theory about this. I kind of didn't even think about it because I haven't seen anything about like Danhausen's AEW contract or normally like all those rumors will pop around, but I didn't see anything like that. And then when he was in the credits, like, okay, cool. Danhausen, former podcast Bulletcast alum. Um,
Very nice, very evil.
brother, do we have a record going? Interviewed a couple people that got signed by the E, man. I don't know.
Come on down. If y'all want to get signed, we'll interview you.
Come on now. Come on now.
We'll
This is
take
what we
a
do.
slight service fee.
Slight service fee. Yeah, shout out
Service
Danhausen,
fee or like 5% off your WWE contract.
possibly. A couple royalties off the figures and
Yep,
the
yep, yep.
I need at least three WWE video games or 2K. Come let me do mocap. Anyway, yeah, happy for Danhausen. I don't I don't remember. Was I all for it in the beginning with the character or did
I don't know. This is a you thing, but
yeah, no, because I remember I eventually like I warmed up to it. Like I kind of popped for Hookhausen. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Um yeah, no, but shout out Danhausen. The when he was on the show and interviewed him, he was a super chill guy. He gets into that character just like that. I love everything about it. Uh let's see what happens, man. Him and R-Truth are gonna be comedy gold. And I was thinking about this. Brock Lesnar did a segment with R-Truth. What are the odds we get a Roman Reigns Danhausen segment?
I mean, if Danhausen challenges Brock Lesnar to WrestleMania, the
Brother,
tickets they will sell.
does he come?
They put that on Saturday. I would have to go to both nights now.
Does he come after Pepsi Phil?
Maybe. So I'm a big Danhausen fan. I mean, I get a kick out of him. We talked about it when they first debuted the crate of like this can't be a person. This can't be like a big main event deal because like
But he's the only person that could be in the crate that long.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it makes sense that an act like Danhausen would be in this crate. Now, maybe like the wrestling internet community, whatever, like, people talk it up so much that it gets too big for its britches. And if it wasn't Chris Jericho in that case, it was gonna be an issue.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Like, somebody tweeted like WWE let us down. They hyped it up, and then Bully Ray responded, "No, the fans hyped it up. WWE did nothing to hype it up." Which,
Because they did the thing originally on Raw, then they did the thing on SmackDown later, but then after that it was just like kind of in the background. They just kind of like forgot about it. Like it was there, but the Triple H in the background that you're not supposed to see, but clearly you're supposed to see.
who was that in the background of Punk's entrance, or when he was backstage? Was that Paul Heyman?
I don't know. I have to run it back. There was a lot of people because he was walking through the backstage area.
No, like when he was if you look, he was when he's standing right there before he walks through, you can see a silhouette of a shadow. It kind of looked like it was looked like the build of Paul Heyman. It
It was Alfred Hitchcock.
was Jack Tunney.
But the crowd boo. I mean, it was weird because like the crowd popped. It sounded like originally for him coming out, but then
But
like,
then
but
when they
then once,
realized that was it.
but then yeah, like once they did the kind of Orange Cassidy-esque poof of smoke, and then that was it. They like loudly booed. So I don't know what to make of it. Like how people. I mean, I think a lot of people aren't a fan of it. Now, I think they should have done something to kind of establish Danhausen because we're in this bubble. We know who he is. A lot of people might know who he is, but a lot of WWE fans probably don't know who he is, especially with that priced out Chicago crowd. There are probably a lot of casual WWE people in that audience that aren't going to know Danhausen that well. And so if he like did like a segment, or if this was like a reveal backstage and they did like a comedy bit with Danhausen, I think it would be go over much better and it like get the point across so that he's not a serious act. Or if he cut a promo in the ring, like just something. Him showing up, doing the silly dance, and then leaving, I thought was kind of anticlimactic. I think you're setting him up for failure. But Danhausen in WWE he can be Danhausen for the next 20 years. He can be the new R-Truth, or he's gonna be the gobbledygooker, and we'll never see him again. I feel like those are the two most likely outcomes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have to think very high of the guy. I mean, to debut him, is this on a
He did look like in much better shape than he's been. I mean, he's never
on
going to be a
a
body guy, but he looked good.
yeah the debut him on a main roster pay-per-view. So I mean, we'll see, man. We will see.
Now, main
Um,
event time.
Danhausen merch gonna be going crazy.
Shout out Mr. X, who's designed some Danhausen stuff.
Yes, he has. Shout out Mr. X.
Anyways,
And
main
it,
event time. We have the men's champion or contender match. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Logan Paul. This one went 25 minutes, 20 seconds. Similar to the women's one, the men's one had a very similar kind of construction, which might be a positive or a negative, how you want to look at it. While Logan Paul was in the Raquel Rodriguez portion, where he eliminated three people. He Javon Evans, LA Knight, and Trick Williams. So, three of like the fan favorites outside of, Cody Rhodes and Randy, obviously. But the Logan got the big push. Basically, it seems as though from all the speculation and reporting is like Logan Paul was just copy paste for Bronson Reed. Like
yeah,
Bronson Reed was going to do this exact same thing.
that's kind of what I figured. The internet's kind of in an uproar that the Javon Evans didn't do a lot of bouncy things in the chamber.
Once again, it's kind of hard to do stuff in that thing.
I mean, what? Because like
I mean, he can do
John,
like some springboards off the ropes, and he did a thing off the K or off the pod. But like, what else
yeah,
do you expect him to do?
John Morrison, like, didn't he climb to the top once and fall onto like Sheamus? I remember that. Like, I think people are kind of expecting something like that. I don't know. Maybe an OG cutter from the top of the cage, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So he was out. Trick was out.
Poor LA Knight. I mean, he hasn't had like a big botch in quite some time, but he went to go do his little elbow drop, jump on the top rope, and just completely whiffed.
Look, bro,
Tough luck.
the fact that he can do that at all is very impressive. It's not going to hit home every night, man. Like I see the internet laughing at
But
him.
you
Like
can just see the disappointment on his face when that happened. I felt so bad for him.
I'm like, why don't you slumps go try to stand on at least the first rope? Don't let this man alone. How dare you? But yeah, I mean, hey, look, it happened, man. It's unfortunate. Um, yeah. Then what? Seth Rollins comes back, curb stomps. Logan Paul he gets eliminated. And then Drew McIntyre comes out there, smacks Cody with the title. Randy Orton stops Drew from beating up Cody. He eats an RKO. He eats a Crossroads. And then as soon as Cody gets up, he eats an RKO. Randy Orton is the winner of the Elimination Chamber. He is going to WrestleMania to challenge for the WWE Championship. After the show, on the post show, Nick Aldis was absolutely furious. So he gets on the mic and says, Drew McIntyre, I've had enough of you. This Friday on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes will challenge you for the WWE Championship. So a lot has happened. What are your thoughts on the Rollins comeback, Drew's interference, and Orton winning before we get to what happened after?
I mean, the Rollins interference was expected. WWE, like, they need to just chill on like the overacting and like the big declarations they make. They called Seth Rollins returning the surprise of the century, I think was the wording Michael Cole said. Like, Cole, you're telling me the guy who got kicked out of the division, who has been doing Seth Rollins moves the past couple month, ends up being Seth Rollins is the surprise of the century? Like, okay, whatever, bro. Um, but I think this is just a lot of hyperbolic stuff with WWE recently in their commentary and just kind of making us seem like we're so stupid and don't see anything coming. Once again, it's a cage, and Phillip, you're muted. Once again, it's a cage where people get involved. I mean, God forbid a cage actually keeps people out, but it's not 1984 anymore, I guess.
I didn't see it coming. I didn't know he was coming back. Oh no, oh my God. Surprised.
The tall, white, bearded guy who does a curb stomp ended up being Seth Rollins. Who would have seen that coming?
Well, yeah, I mean, Rollins is a master manipulator, so yeah, he sent multiple masked men.
Apparently, sent two of his trainees there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, come on now. But yeah, Seth freaking is back. He and Logan Paul ran it at what WrestleMania 39. So we're gonna get back to this, and then what? Logan Paul cost Seth Rollins the Elimination Chamber in 2023. Rollins cost Paul this one in 2026. It all ties together, guys.
That's one big giant storyline that they were working all this way back a couple years ago.
Hey man, told you. You see.
Then the finish with the Cody and Randy, not Ronda Rousey, was surprising because I think a lot of people just suspected it was going to be Cody, but it looks like Randy getting thrown in the mix. And Drew, Randy, Cody, Fatu. This could be the ending for a fatal four way at WrestleMania. And Randy was kind of like the person least involved at the
It,
moment. So kind of giving him the automatic bid to say, to speak with this win right here makes sense.
we could do a four-way, or we could get Randy and Cody at WrestleMania for the title, and we could get Drew versus Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, we have to wait for SmackDown to see, but I would assume I don't know, Fatu gets involved. That's why I'm like leaning a little bit towards a
I
four way, but I
assume
just
he
don't think
will.
like, but I just don't know if like a four-way WrestleMania WWE Championship is like, yes, the sum of the parts you can say star power wise makes sense, but just a four-way for the championship on night one of WrestleMania, I just don't know if that's going to move tickets.
Uh,
Unless they put like, well, I mean, typically night one is the on paper better show because it doesn't have the strong main event. So if they load that up with the Brock Lesnar match, uh, I mean, maybe Rhea and Jade. I mean, out of the two women's title matches, I don't know what I would say is the stronger one on paper, but you know,
I'd say Liv and Stephanie because they have a story.
yeah. So maybe put that one out there. Whatever like multi tag team thing they're probably gonna do or gimmick match, throw that on night one, and then just have Seth or Roman and Punk kind of carry night two, and you can put like the Seth, Vision match on night two and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But anyways, what do you think is going to be the WWE Championship match, Philip? Because I think it's four way.
I'll go Randy and Cody.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll go Randy and Cody.
I mean, they've been teasing that for quite some time, but then now they finally pull the trigger, and like 2 months away. Like, yes, it could, but if Cody's going to win this match against Drew, you're telling me Drew's not going to get right back in the title picture like that?
Well, I'd assume let's say what Randy or Cody beats Randy. We do Randy Cody at Mania. Drew can go on and wrestle Jacob Fatu. Then I heard Sam Roberts talk about this. We still don't know who attacked Fatu and knocked his teeth out. Fatu
He
and
says
Matt.
it's Drew, but who knows?
It's probably could be Sammy, bro. Uh, Fatu and Drew do the business. Whoever goes over goes over. Then they both move on. Jacob goes to find out who really kicked his teeth in, and then Drew gets back in the hunt for the title.
There you go. But like I always say, gotta wait and find out.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. The unpredictability of Nick Aldis, I like that. I think there should be more of that. But yes, overall grade for Elimination Chamber.
Like I said, I'm never like the biggest fan of Elimination Chamber matches. Especially when there's
Bro,
two.
you harped on
I
eliminate
love
the
Elimination
first
Chamber
one.
2002. That's like, a childhood nostalgia thing for me. But I do feel as though it's kind of hard. I mean, you can't have good matches, but I think these are tough. Once again, I watched on delay, so I don't have to factor in the commercial time. So I'll be nice with the commercials and stuff. I'm gonna ignore that stuff. So I'll give it a C plus. It was like okay, but this is supposed to be the catapult to WrestleMania. I mean, last year we had the John Cena heel turn. We know how it turned out after the fact, but that felt like a big deal. They even
It
had
was
the
fine. It
Sammy.
was great.
They had the Sammy Kevin Owens match, which was fantastic. This year, kind of night and day, I would say, in terms of Elimination Chamber matches or shows.
And then what Elimination Chamber? What happened to Elimination Chamber 2024?
Once again, just no way of knowing, especially if somebody has the
Because
Wikipedia out here.
2023 was the Sami Zayn Roman match, which was fire. 2024, what did they do?
It was main evented by Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax.
That's right, because it was in Perth. And then what Drew won to go on to face Seth. Yeah.
That was Tiffany Stratton's coming out party.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, there we go.
Bobby Lashley was on that. Is in that show. Damn, how time flies.
Yeah,
He was in the chamber match.
yeah. He got
Oh,
was
Pete
that the
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Whatever happened to those guys?
I don't know. I don't
Hmm,
know. I have no
hmm.
idea. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thank or did I give a grade?
I don't think so. I gave it a C plus.
Give it a C. It was cool. It was cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back later on this week to recap everything in pro wrestling. I did another interview that should drop hopefully Tuesday morning. Let's hope and pray. If not, maybe Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. You guys are